Hello, my little acorn crop. Today we're going to talk about Beltain. I don't know what Beltain is. It's an ancient Celtic, in this case Irish, fire festival. And the fires would all be extinguished in Ireland, and then they would light a sacred fire on Uisneach Hill, which would be the hill of the Druids. And then the following fires would all have to be in a particular order. So the one that followed Uisneach Hill was Tara. And if you think of that scene in Lord of the Rings where in Gondor they had all of the bonfires set up, and when Gandalf wanted to send for help, he just had the bonfires lit, and you could see them going down the line, from this mountain to this mountain to this mountain. So that's what we're kind of talking about. And from these sacred fires, then there would be the sacred fires lit to purify the animals that were going to the summer pastures to be fattened up. And the theory is this was a blessing for them, but I've also seen associated that this would delouse the animals from whatever parasites that may have been on them. I'm not sure how accurate that is, but it is an interesting theory. Now, St. Patrick's part of this because he decided to light a fire of his own, which when the king and the druids saw this fire that was out of order, they found it very threatening to, them personally, because, it kind of usurped the power of the king. So everybody ran over there to see what was going on. And according to legend, St. Patrick converted the druids and the Irish kings at that point. And you've probably seen a maypole associated with this holiday. And that's actually a later invention added by the Victorians. And so if anyone tells you that the ancient Celts danced around a maypole, they are incorrect. So now my grove does public ritual. And we used to do 8 times a year, but we cut back on that because we've been doing it for 10 years and we're just a little burned out. But this was a public ritual this time, and we had over 60 people show up, which was pretty cool because this is a pretty lightly attended ritual, and I think it's because people don't want to go to a fertility ritual because they don't want to be fertile. They don't want to have little babies. Anyway, what we do is we actually have 2 bonfires, and I will show pictures of that. And we take all of the kids and we have them make little lamb masks or cow masks, and then at the as the grown-ups are doing the ritual, when we finally get to the appointed time in the ritual, then we bring the kids out and we have them run between the fires, and then all the adults follow. So it's kind of a fun time, we have a good time with that. And this year we had sacred s'mores, so folks had an opportunity to go ahead and make s'mores, which was pretty fun, although we did have some earthquake. We did have some what I call napalm flaming s'mores on the courtyard, which it's not a good thing, but we got that all cleaned up and that's fine. So it was a great time, and I'm really happy that I went. I was thinking about trying to wiggle out of it. Unfortunately, I couldn't. I was the seer, which means I took the omen, so I, in this instance, read my ohm, which I should probably do a video on, but it's kind of like runes, if you're familiar with runes. This is a very pagan-centric video. So, if you don't know what these things are, it's going to be a video that's going to be like, psh. Ohm tattoo right here. And it's not a magical alphabet. What it was a way of marking your property boundaries. And then it's been recently made into a divination set. So basically what I do is I do a divination to see what the, you know, the land spirits, our ancestors and the deities are wanting us to do, or things that they feel that we should do, or maybe they're giving us a pat on the back. So that was my role in the ritual, also to play bagpipes, and I'm happy to report that Jeffree Star's lipstick stays on with bagpiping. So folks, with that, I am totally knackered. It's 1 o'clock in the morning here. I'm gonna go take off my makeup and go to bed. So I hope you have a happy Beltain or whatever you celebrate, and good night, America, wherever you are.